I can bring you some breaking news that according to the Reuters news agency, Lebanon's Hezbollah group is now confirming that its leader Hassan Nasrallah has been killed in that bombing attack by the Israelis.
Greetings from the Holy Land of Eretz Yisrael, the holy city of Yerushalayim. It is now right after the Shabbat, and it is actually after the Shabbat being now the 26th, meaning the 26th of Elul. We already had our Shabbat, the Sabbath of the 25th. And boy, things moved in Torah Emet. The Torah is the truth. I want to show you, and I want to go over these of what we've been involved in and what I've been speaking about and how you can see Hashem in all of this so clear of what was written, even as I said, from the Torah itself and going back again into the Zohar, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Again, I'm going to repeat these words and pay attention now. And I'm going to tell you, we did the ritual. We did what we were supposed to do that I have written about, and then some. So again, from the Zohar in Balak, it says, I behold it, it is not near. Some of these matters came true at that time. Some of them are for future times. In the period of Melech Mashiach, King Messiah, we learned that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will build Jerusalem and display a designated star comet that sparkles with 70 moving particles associated with it, and with 70 spirits, 70 winds, ruchin, that display light from it, and into the center of the firmament it will be. Another 70 stars will be guided, instructed by it, and it will be glowing and blazing 70 days. As I mentioned before, these are the 70 stars that I spoke about. These are the 70 stars that I wanted everybody to be a part of. And Baruch Hashem, we have our 70 stars. And we did, according to the Kavanot, the intentions within what I wrote about and what the simanim, the signs were and are. And we can go into more details later, but let's continue the actual text of the Zohar. Again, it says, on the 6th day, this is the hint, on the 25th of the 6th month of that day, the star will be seen, meaning the comet will make its entrance, and it will be gathered, covered, concealed, no longer visible on the 7th day at the ending of 70 days. Going back now, on the first day, when it says that it will be seen, it says it will be in the city of Rome, or Roma. And on that day, it doesn't say that place necessarily, but it does say that. And on that day, 3 very high walls will fall from the city of Rome, or Roma. Exalted, actually, is also what the word means, that exalted place where they think they're exalted. And the grand palace, their place, the location of their leader, will fall. The head leader of that city, of that nation, or not nation, of those people, will die. Then that star will spread and extend and be seen in the entire world. During that time, a great mighty wars are going to be stirring and building up in the world in the 4 directions, and there will be no faith amongst those involved in the wars amongst the people. Putting it all together, we know that, why does it compare with Rome? Because we know that the Beit HaMikdash, our holy temple, was destroyed, and Israel was in battle with that kingdom of Rome. In our day and age, again, who are we in battle with? Who are we fighting? Who's shooting the rockets right now? Who has been threatening us? Has it not been Hezbollah? Has it not been that part from Lebanon, from Tzur? Of course it has. And what happened today or last night when we actually, thank God, began this whole process? And we'll talk about that in maybe another video, or still maybe in this video. Guess what? The palace that he was in fell down. The walls upon him collapsed. And Nasrallah is dead, that leader. Just as the Zohar gave a hint to, Hashem carried it out, of course, manifested this. And his great glory has to be praised. The entire world, who stands for the side of Hashem, stands for Tov, good, and not Ra, not evil. We all have to be besimcha, especially as we're coming upon this time right now of Rosh Hashanah, of the new year. It's unbelievable how it all came together. But how does it manifest? How did it manifest? Yes, we can say it's, again, the army, they took them out, the IDF, which absolutely they did. They went through the mechanics and they did it. But there's another angle to it all, and that's the ruchani. That's the spiritual element that actually drives everything and gives us the merit in order to succeed. And this goes for all people of righteousness and of goodness. And therefore, what we did on the place, special place in Yerushalayim, overlooking Har Habayit, overlooking the Temple Mount last night in the time, as I said, Ben Hashmashot, between the times when it's still the 6th day and the 7th day is coming, because this is where they merge together. This is where the comet, or the force of, not the comet is a sign. It's a sign to know when this power is coming down from the heavens, which is called the power, as I've been saying, of Keter, of the crown, of the highest of the high levels that's coming down into this world, that needs to be received in the vessel, which is that star, those 70 stars, the star in the depiction that I have in my other videos. We went through all of this and we were ready. And again, what is the sign of this? As I said, the word shetita'ah in the Aramaic, which means the 6th, which is kind of strange to a lot of people, including the Mukubalim, because again, it's basically, it says the 6th on the 25th, and the 25th never falls out on the 6th, as I mentioned before, but it's this time in between of the merging. And the gematria of that Hebrew word, again, is 1116, which is Keter Malchut. Again, it's the merging together, and it's the union of the soul within the body, so it can manifest the energy and impact this physical world. That's the point, because otherwise you can have all this power, but if you don't have a vessel, something to have it, it cannot act into this physical world. Just like if you're a soul and you leave your body, you can't really interact anymore in this world. You need to have this physical contact, this physical vessel, kli, as we say in Hebrew. This was the job, and this was our mission that we worked on last night to do. And we began a very special prayer, special tefillah, literally beginning this time, or between, we began about 6:10, and we went through it till approximately about 6:25, 6:30. And what time, according to here in Israel, did this attack happen? And did this leader, as it says over there, who will die? It happened, and it's all in the papers, at 6:20. Borei Olam. 6:20 p.m. here in Jerusalem. And the gematria of 6:20 is Keter. It's the crown. It's the highest level. So if this doesn't tell you something, people, wake up, see what's going on, and be prepared, because there's another 70 days. We're just into it. Actually, now we're in 69 days. And this ritual, as I said, should be done every single day for the 70 days. Strengthen your faith, stand on the side of Hashem, to stand with Israel, Am Yisrael high, because the miracles have just begun. Keep your eyes open, keep your heart open, and get ready, because we're not done yet. I want to share one more secret also on this matter that also came to me also this night. Even, again, I didn't hear this information until later on, obviously, because I'm Shabbat observance, I observe the Shabbat. As I was walking back with my children, we actually were discussing about Nasrallah. And we said, why is he still alive? And we know that Hashem could take people out like this, heart attack. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen also with Parliament, with some of the other leaders who just said something against Israel and they dropped that on the spot. Check out the videos. They're there. So why not Nasrallah? We said, it's going to happen. Just wait. And lo, behold, it did. Another thing, and I want to read you this, and just see for yourself if you can make the bridge and understanding of this. And one, I will post the actual prayer and tefillah that I hope those who want to will join in the right way, about this, please do. And pay attention to what I'm going to tell you now. We have it written in the book of Devorah, the prophet, regarding one major war. And she was successful, and Israel was successful against Sisera, the king over there. And then Devorah sung the song. And in that song, she wrote, from heaven they fought. The stars fought from their courses. They turned away. They drifted from their course. And they fought. And they fought against Sisera. This is what is written over there. So this is, again, it doesn't mean, and I want to make it clear, that we are given power to the star system. That is idolatry. But we are saying there are signs that Hashem uses by stars, by comets, to let us know when a certain energy in a certain propitious time is there to act and to do things. Only Lefi HaTorah. This is how we have guidelines about these matters. But here, what it also says in Hebrew, Min Shamayim nilhamu hakochavim, mim silotam nilhamu im Sisra. These stars that are also fighting are the stars that we manifested down over here in this physical world, in the Malchut. Who is Sisra? Who is, or who was Nasrallah? They're all back. Yes, there is this thing of reincarnation, but not exactly the same. But parts of that soul that have a chance to rectify themselves are coming back again for a final possibility to rectify a situation or to make it worse. People who are somehow still in the middle, where they might have some kind of merits or whatever it is, these have to be reconciled in the end of days, which we are now at. Therefore, I strongly believe Nasrallah was a Gilgal, as we say, came around again. Part of that portion of his soul is connected directly with Sisera. And this is a part of the prophecy that Devorah was speaking about. Not just about Sisera alone, but talking about this time that is written in the Zohar, which is talking about our current time. Torat Emet in the Tanakh, our teachings are accurate and very true. Stay tuned, see more, but don't be just observers, be a part of it. Am Yisrael Chai.